KX News Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at noon, and we're taking a look across the state where we're running fairly warm right now in the upper 70s across 3 of our locations, and Dickinson's still there in the upper 60s. Breezy winds across the board, about 20 miles per hour, no matter where you are in North Dakota. Really quickly, let's take a look at your weekend fire weather forecast.
Here's your weekend fire forecast, sponsored by ServPro.
And with the amount of rain that we've had the last couple of weeks, those fuels are still not too dry, which is a good thing. So we have that low fire danger across a lot of the state. Of course, with the breezy winds, just be careful out there if you are going to be doing any burning. So taking a look at the skies right now, generally partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for much of us, with the exception being our southwest quadrant down there, south of Dickinson, south of I-94, as it seems to have been the last few days. We have a few showers pushing off towards Grant and into Sioux counties here in a little while, and this will be an area that we'll be watching for some thunderstorms as we push through the afternoon. Nothing too strong, and the majority of us should remain generally dry. We'll take a look at the overall pattern right now. We're kind of positioned in between this high pressure with this clockwise flow around it and this low pressure with this counterclockwise flow around it, and these are both funneling southerly winds right up into North Dakota, and that's why those winds are a bit breezier out there today. About 20 miles per hour or so. So courtesy of this high pressure, we have smoke that is still just getting wrapped around from Minnesota and getting pushed, especially into our eastern areas and across eastern North Dakota. And that's going to keep the air quality a little bit on the poor side through the remainder of today and potentially into tonight. And with this low pressure, it's pulling up some moisture from down south, and that should focus some thunderstorm activity across western South Dakota, but some of that activity could clip into our southwestern counties over towards Bowman and Dickinson and perhaps the Mobridge region. So we will be keeping an eye on the potential for at least a few strong thunderstorms down that way. We do have a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk down towards Corson County and into the far south there and Hettinger or so. And for the great majority of us, shouldn't really be anything. A passing shower is possible, but we are not expecting much in the way of severe weather. So the air quality, of course, as I had mentioned, we're still dealing with that wraparound smoke from off to the north and east, and that's keeping us in the unhealthy for sensitive groups category across the great majority of the area. Starting to see some improvement out towards the far west, and that should continue to be the trend as we push into tomorrow with additional precipitation chances and just an overall change in the pattern as we push into the weekend. So the air quality, hopefully in about 48 hours from now, should be much better. Temperature-wise right now, we're sitting in the mid to upper 70s, already warming up fairly quickly along the US 83 corridor and of course along US 2 all the way out towards northeastern Montana. A bit cooler down in the far southwest where those clouds and weak showers are hanging on, and as we get through the afternoon, that trend should remain the case. We'll be a little bit cooler off to the south and west where we have the greater precipitation chances, but fairly warm across a lot of the region, just below seasonal normals there in the mid to low 80s. So as we push into Saturday, that's when our next rain chance is going to be coming on up. As we push through much of Saturday, things should be clear, but by the time we get to Saturday night, we will be watching storms develop out in eastern Montana, and these will slowly begin to drift their way towards North Dakota. So Saturday night into early Sunday, we will be watching for that next chance of showers, not expecting anything severe at the moment. So here's what Williston's next 5 days are looking like. Going to have those continued shower chances as we get from Saturday night into Sunday, and perhaps even another round on Tuesday. Dickinson, very similar, about a 40% chance of storms on Sunday with temperatures running right around 80. Minot's next 7 days are looking quite similar with about 80 degrees each day with shower chances Saturday night and into Sunday, and very similar for Bismarck. Temperature running there in the upper 70s to lower 80s with shower chances on Sunday and potentially again on Tuesday. Chance?
Michael, thank you. We got a lot to keep track of over the next couple of days. Coming up.